Welcome to the 2022 Marysville State of the City. Not only will we talk about what occurred in 2021, but also what's planned for 2022. A major focus for the city administration in 2021 was to increase our methods of communication and enhance public engagement. In 2021, we implemented a streaming software for city council meetings to provide citizens the option to watch meetings live online. These meetings are also archived and accessible to the public for on-demand viewing. The city also launched a monthly digital newsletter to help keep the community members informed. The e-newsletter includes information on city projects, events, programs, employment opportunities, and much more. We also designed a capital improvement plan interactive map to help keep residents informed about projects throughout the city. Residents can use the online map to access project information, follow construction progress, and help plan their commute. Also in 2021, the city conducted an aquatic study. As part of the aquatic study process, it was very important for us to engage the community and get their feedback. We held a series of public engagement forums and conducted an online survey in which we received a great amount of participation from our residents. We launched the Marysville Parking app, which provides real-time information on parking availability, space type, and parking time limits in the uptown area.
This past year marked the official opening of the 33 Smart Mobility Corridor. In September, dignitaries from around Ohio gathered to celebrate the completion of the installation of fiber and CAV testing equipment. 2021 was also a banner year for Connected Marysville as the final DSRC was installed in the city. This accomplishment attracted the OmniAir Consortium Ohio Plugfest, which conducted a day-long testing and showcase event in the uptown area. Additionally, work to market the Beta District to national audiences continued, resulting in the completion of a website, blog, and other collateral. These efforts have generated significant interest from smart mobility and automotive companies, academia, and researchers. Another great accomplishment in 2021 was the completion of the first speculative building in the 33 Innovation Park, which was a collaboration between many of our partners, Southgate Corporation, Jobs Ohio, and One Columbus. The developer, working closely with the city, received a $1.85 million Ohio Site Inventory grant to offset over $10 million in development cost. As a result of this partnership, the building is fully leased, and we hope to start construction of a second speculative building in the 33 Innovation Park later this year. We are now working to design the Automotive and Mobility Innovation Center that will be located in the Southgate building in the 33 Innovation Park. It is a partnership with The Ohio State University. When completed later this year, AMIC will house an automotive incubator and collaborative space. AMIC will build on our foundation as an automotive and technology hub and will generate significant contributions for these industries for many years to come.
2021 has been a year of change for the Marysville Police Division. As we navigated and continue to navigate a global pandemic, we were met with a string of events that have begun to reshape and reorganize the police division. From retirements of long-term staff members, realignment of the organization, and the hiring of many new faces, one word describes the Marysville Police Division in 2021: change. After 50 years of dedicated service to the citizens of Ohio, with 17 years as Marysville Chief of Police, Floyd Golden announced his retirement in mid-2021. One of the first tasks after being appointed as police chief was to review our organizational structure. The result of the review found a need to reorganize the organization. A structure of 2 deputy chiefs, 6 sergeants, and 3 corporals were transformed into 3 captains, 4 sergeants, and 6 corporals to provide for more integrated leadership opportunities and allow for more mentors to assist our less experienced staff as our division continues to grow. I believe these changes will improve communication and service both internally and externally. One exciting new program we began in 2021 is the Marysville Police Therapy Canine Program. While the program was delayed by the global pandemic, we were able to get it off the ground with the donation of a yellow lab in May of 2021. She was paired with Officer Amy Finley, and they immediately started working together. While Officer Finley is primarily assigned to the Early College High School, she and Mercy continue to visit local schools throughout the school year. They have been a resource for victims and witnesses in Marysville Municipal Court, staff and students at Marysville School District, and visited many local skilled nursing and rehabilitation centers. As this program grows, we will continue to work with our patrol and investigative staff, along with other agencies in and around Union County, to allow Officer Finley and Mercy to respond to critical incidents. Mercy truly is a new tool to assist law enforcement and the community. She can bring some calmness to individuals during some of their most chaotic times and situations. The MPD family experienced a sudden loss in mid-2021. Our beloved police canine Bear passed away suddenly after a short battle with cancer. This was heartbreaking for the organization, the community, and most of all, Officer Dave Nist, Bear's handler and partner. Additionally, it's put the organization in an unfamiliar spot without a canine resource. After some conversation, Officer Nist selected a police dog that he strongly believed would be a great fit for MPD. Shortly thereafter, a Dutch Shepherd named Mido was purchased and shipped from the Netherlands on his first birthday, August 27, 2021. To date, Mido's biggest find has been 14 grams of cocaine and 5 stolen guns. Additionally, as part of that investigation, a stolen car and license plate were also recovered. Mido continues to make appearances at our local schools as well.
The Marysville Fire Division had an extremely busy 2021, with a 14% increase in calls for service. This resulted in a record 4,543 runs. We also performed 473 fire safety inspections of established businesses and 26 home inspections for our foster and adoption families in our community. Our community paramedic program maintained a robust pace with 169 patient interactions. This included 61 overdose follow-up calls offering free Narcan to patients and their families. We were grateful to provide an opportunity to Council President Mark Reams and several of the executive staff to become firefighters for a few hours this summer. This Field to Heat program has provided to participants the chance to see what it's like to perform basic fire and rescue operations in a controlled environment. In 2021, we continue to be a leader in the community response to COVID-19. We work diligently with our partners, the Union County Health Department, Memorial Health, and Union County Emergency Management Agency to provide testing and vaccination resources to all. As we look to 2022, we continue to be diligent in our response to COVID-19 with the goal of providing emergency services to our community and establishing a new normal.
Financially, 2021 was a prosperous year for the city. While the year started strong, concerns over how the ongoing pandemic would affect the financial health of the city weighed heavily on us. However, thanks to the city's diverse economy, local businesses committing significant resources to their employees and operations, continued support from federal and state governments, and the city staff operating effectively and efficiently, we ended the year better than we budgeted for at the beginning. The cash position of the city's enterprise or utility operating funds increased $6.7 million in total, from $43.5 million to $50.3 million. This was a 16% increase from 2020. These funds have allowed the city to continue planning and constructing numerous capital improvements and expansions to the city's utility system. These projects include, but are not limited to, a new water tower, pump stations, and new water treatment plant. In the city's governmental operating funds, the cash position improved from $19.3 million in 2020 to $24.3 million, a $4.9 million or 25% increase in 2021. This significant increase is due to increased income tax receipts and COVID-19 relief from the state and federal government. 2021 income tax collection receipts totaled $23.2 million, which is $2.2 million or 10.7% greater than the amount the city collected in 2020. This increase is the result of significant growth in net profit tax receipts paid by businesses in the city and withholding receipts from employers adding jobs or increasing pay for existing employees in 2021. The last item I would like to discuss is the continued impact of the COVID-19 pandemic on the city's finances and relief the city received in 2021. While the city expended $1.5 million in relief from the CARES Act on various projects to enhance the city's infrastructure and safety service operations, the city received another $2.5 million from the American Rescue Plan Act to help the city continue its recovery from the pandemic. While city administration continues to develop the planned uses for these funds, the city is committed to using those funds in the same manner as the CARES funds, to improve city operations, to enhance services to the citizens of Marysville, and to position the city to be ready to face future challenges.
As part of a citywide initiative, the city continues to beautify highly traveled corridors within the city, similar to the recently completed West 5th Street and State Route 31 projects. These projects primarily focus on converting older roadways to current city standards, including concrete curbing and sidewalk, and an asphalt shared use path to promote active transportation. Examples of 2021 projects that fulfilled this goal include the recently completed projects on Columbus Avenue between Dunham Street and Clymer Road, and State Route 38 between Greenwood Boulevard and Collingwood Drive. The city was able to utilize TIF and OPWC funding to minimize the $3 million cost impact. In upcoming years, Maple Street between US 33 and Elwood Avenue between Maple Street and North Main Street, and East 5th Street between Walnut Street and Five Points are planned to be addressed. In 2021, the city conducted an aquatics study. The results of the aquatics study indicated that the existing Legion Pool facility, which is approximately 40 years old, does not have the room for expansion to meet the needs of our growing community. The preferred option by the community indicated the renovation of the current facility at Legion Park, and the construction of a new, modern pool at another location is required to meet the needs and desires of the community. A modern pool includes zero entry, a splash pad, and a lazy river. The desire of the community is to create a municipal pool that continues to enhance and support the growing Marysville community while still preserving the history of the city.
As we move into 2022, you'll see new faces in new places. We anticipate the additional promotions in the coming years, which allows for the growth of individuals and the organization. You'll also notice a new look on some of our officers as we transition towards a new, more functional and ergonomic uniform in 2022. Based on an initiative by some of our officers and in conjunction with our partners at Memorial Health, we believe this new uniform will lower healthcare costs by reducing long-term injuries from our traditional uniform and duty belt. This will result in a healthier officer, which correlates to increased performance and longevity. Finally, in 2022, MPD will be conducting a Community Needs and Expectations Survey for use as part of the Marysville Police Division Strategic Plan. This survey, along with an internal survey, will help identify current and future needs of the division and allow for us to incorporate those needs and expectations into the City of Marysville Strategic Plan. It is an exciting time to be part of Marysville PD.
The biggest project for the city this year is the construction of the new water treatment plant facility on Raymond Road, which is actually right across from our reservoir. The project started in July of 2020 and will be finalized during the fall of 22. The budget for this project is $45 million. This project will replace the existing 1890s facility that is nearing the end of its useful life. The new water treatment plant, which will use both groundwater from wells and surface water from Mill Creek via the reservoir, will provide improved water quality for our current customers and an easier to manage, more efficient process for our employees while providing the additional capacity necessary to handle the growth within the city. Our capacity will be nearly doubled to 7.5 million gallons a day. This new facility will also provide our water department with the flexibility to be able to meet any future Ohio EPA requirements. Another big focus for the city in 2022 is utility growth. As the primary water and wastewater provider for Union County, primarily in Jerome Township, the southeastern corner of Union County down to Post Road, the city is responsible for the planning of our utility infrastructure for both our existing and future customers. Due to the unprecedented growth of this area and all of Union County, the city must ensure the existing infrastructure can handle the planned impact on our utility system. To meet this demand, the city is constructing a water tower in Jerome Township, which is currently visible from US 33. This water tower will provide redundancy for our water system while adding capacity and pressure for this quickly growing area. This project started in late summer 2021 and is expected to be completed in the fall. Another project planned on our wastewater system is a pump station project to be located on Watkins Road, just south of the adjacent multifamily units along US 33. This project will remove several pump stations and a poorly located force main that's currently located along Mill Creek. This $15 million project will provide wastewater capacity for the future and sewer depth to service approximately 1,500 acres for future growth on the east side of the city. This project is expected to start in the spring/summer of '22 and will be completed by the end of '23.
Looking ahead, we have a lot of great projects planned for 2022. Completion of the new water plant, which includes decommissioning the 1894 plant. Uptown Alley improvements. We have selected a contractor for this project and hope to have it completed by Memorial Day. This will serve as a pilot project to help us plan for improvements in other uptown alleyways moving forward. A traffic signal will be installed at the intersection of Coleman's Crossing and Industrial Parkway, which will be a major safety improvement to that intersection. City Council has authorized us to spend $2 million for the annual paving program, which allows us to be aggressive in continuing to improve the condition of our streets throughout Marysville. We will also begin the design work for some major projects in 2022, including the Five Points intersection, the Reservoir Connector Bridge connecting the Jim Simmons Trail to the Upground Reservoir, Elwood Avenue improvements, as well as the State Route 31 Phase 3, which will include the section south of State Route 33. I'd like to close by thanking City Council for their continued support, as well as all city staff for the professionalism and the quality work they provide our citizens.